Hi, my name is Mariusz Siek, and I want to speak today about the service catalog and what should service catalog contain. This is the part 2. In part 1 I describe how to define business service and which parameters should describe business service and how to do it. In part 2 I will show how to define system service and which service level parameters, so which SLA should describe system service. So let's start. We have to collect required information which will help us to define system service. Similarly, like for business service, we do it by looking for business analytical documentation. We can also meet with analysts or architects and make an appointment with them to collect information which are for us important to define the system service. So when we have all required information to define system service, we start to do it. To help us define system service, we can use the definition of system service, and most important parts of system service descriptions are the service name. So this should be clearly define what this system service is doing and what we can expect from the service. The second is service description. So we should give a little bit more information about system service, which functionality will be used in this service, and what is the beginning and the end of this service. And the third is importance for business. We have to show and explain how this system service is important for business. We can have 3 levels of importance: critical, very important, and important. And this information is very crucial because level of importance for business impact on service level of the system service, and is very closely related with SLA, which we will define for the system service. So we have system service defined and all information related with systems collected. Now we can start to define parameters, so service level for the system service. We have 3 main groups of parameters related with SLA. First is availability, second is performance, and the third is serviceability. So first, availability. In availability we have 3 very important parameters. First, is service calendar. So this parameter describes the period of time when user can use this service, and when the service is available for users. For example, it can be Monday to Friday from 8 to 4. The second is availability in percent. So we define how many percentage of the time related with some period, for example month, service is available to the users. So this we define availability in percent according to service calendar, and for example we can say that we want to have a service which is 99% available, which means that is 99% available in service catalog. The third parameter is closely related with the second, and it's an unavailability, and it define in time how long our service can be unavailable for users in a period of time, for example month. So in this case, when we take service calendar Monday to Friday 8 to 4 and availability in percent 99%, this gives us that our service can be unavailable during the month by 101 minutes. So it is 1 hour and 41 minutes of unavailability in the service calendar. The second group of parameters is related with performance, and here we have two parameters. One related with service capacity, which defines the maximum number of service calls. So this is information which tell us how many times we can call this system service, and these parameters can be defined for different periods of time. For example, second, minutes, hours, month, years. And the second parameters is response time, and this parameter show us how quickly should response system service when user call this service. So how long user will be wait from calling the service to receiving an answer from the service. The third group of parameters is related with service ability, and we have here four parameters. First parameters are related with tickets receiving. So we define the period of time when we can receive tickets from the user. So when something is going wrong, users can raise a ticket, and this ticket should be received by support teams, and we define the period of time when user can raise these tickets, and when, maybe not when user can raise the tickets, because user can raise the tickets anyway, but when the support teams can receive or have to receive this ticket. And for example, it can be Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Second is tickets handling. So it's describe the period of time when support teams will resolve these tickets. Tickets are related with, can be related with incidents, problems, service requests, and this is the time when support teams resolve issues raised by users. Mainly we have three lines of support. First line support is service desk, second line support is maintenance team, and the third line support is development teams and or external provider. The third parameters is time to response. So these parameters define how quickly the first line support, so service desk, have to confirm receiving tickets from the users. So users raise a ticket, sent to service desk, and service desk have to confirm that they received these tickets and they will handle this ticket. For example, it can be half an hour. So in half an hour, service desk have to confirm that they receive the ticket from the user. And the fourth parameters in serviceability is time to resolve. So these parameters shows how long support teams will resolve the ticket raised by user, and this parameter is liczony, count from the confirmation by service desk receiving of the ticket to deliver the correct resolution of this issue to user, and this time is for all support lines. And the fifth parameter is service window. This parameters define the period when the support teams can implement resolutions of issues. Service windows should be outside the service calendar period, but when we have services which service calendar is 24/7, then we have to find the period of time when we can implement the fixes and changes, and it should be in the time when the service is less utilized. I showed you how to define system service and which SLA parameters should describe the system service. So my question is, which parameters, SLA parameters, is the most important for you or your organization? If you want to answer to this question, or you have any other question or comments, please leave your comments below this video, I will answer to all the questions and all the comments. So please write these comments below this video. Thank you for your attention and for today. See you soon, Mariusz Siek.